Alright, good morning you guys. Today is November 2nd. Yesterday I hunted all day and had a lot of good action in the evening. I got about blown out of the tree in the morning. High winds on the top of a ridge where I was hunting this pinch point, and I really do think that these high winds were keeping the deer down in the bottom. So I'm going to give this spot another try. We're going to walk in here. I got a pretty long walk ahead of me, but the spot sets up nice. I got good cover in the tree. I really have one main shooting lane, but I've had some really nice deer on this property on camera the last few weeks, as recently as yesterday. Daylight activity, and we're gonna try and slip in here, get all set up, all quiet. I bumped 2 deer off the field yesterday. I just pulled in and saw some does out here in the cut corn, but I have a heck of a long way further to walk past them. I'm hoping that I can get in here somewhat quiet, get settled in, and have a different story to tell than yesterday morning, because it was pretty slow. I sat till noon, didn't see a deer, and then the evening hunt was a lot better. But I have faith in the spot. I have trail cam data that shows the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th the last couple years has been really hot on this camera. So we got a 37-degree morning here with low winds, and I'm going to give her a go. Wind coming out of the west-northwest. So we'll see what happens, and we're gonna get in a tree. And yeah, I'm a little tired, a little worn out, but it's November. We gotta keep pushing on. So let's get in a tree. Alright you guys, so as you can tell, we've been having some audio issues. I was trying a new mic out and didn't seem to work. So coming in the picture right here is a buck that I just rattled in, and as you can tell, he picks me off right as I'm at draw. And the sun was at my back here, and I tried making a draw when he was behind some limbs for me, but that obviously was not the case. I ended up letting this deer work off, and about a half hour later I let a rattling sequence out, and this is when the exact same deer came back. So as you can see the deer walking into the picture, I draw back before he can get into my field of view when he goes behind this tree right here, but he cuts up the path. And what I did not look for was the fact that there were a couple limbs that were right outside of a few yards from my bow, and I do believe that I nicked it hitting this deer high. At the time I didn't know, but when I went home and looked back further at the video, I could tell that this was a high hit and most likely not lethal. Alright you guys, so I went back and looked at the footage, and shot's not good. I don't know if I had deflected off a limb or something that I couldn't see right out of the bow or something, but I hit high and forward on that buck, and I backed out, checked for blood. I had some bright blood. I followed for like 20-30 yards and then backed out because I wasn't sure of the shot. The way he ran off and stopped, he ran out about 120 yards and stopped, so I wasn't too sure of that shot, and I did what I thought was best and backed out. And it's about 10 hours later now, and I'm driving back to the property. I'm gonna slip back in there, just minimal with me, my bow, and I'm gonna bring a GoPro. And I'm losing you guys. I'm not too optimistic that we're gonna find this deer. I really do think it's too high and forward, but we're gonna give it our best shot. We owe it to the deer, and yeah, just got to make a better shot. I checked the bow when I got home, and it wasn't anything with the bow not being sighted, like I bumped it or something. It's shooting good, so you never know. I couldn't see any limbs move, but it might not have been in the frame. I might have pulled the shot even though I felt good. But it's about 3. I'm losing you everywhere. It's about 3 o'clock now, and I'm gonna go in here and see if we can turn something up. If not, live and learn. And it sucks, but you bow hunt long enough and it's gonna happen. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Sorry about the audio for the rest of the video, but I don't know what the heck was going on with my mic, so
we'll see what happens. Alright, you guys. It's Friday, November 8th. Just after shooting light. I just got in here to the property. I've been hunting pretty hard. Back home here. We're headed up to camp tonight, but I wanted to get an all-day sit in here. This is probably one of the only all-day sits I'll get on this property. I've had a really big deer marking this property. I got it on camera again yesterday morning, right before shooting light. But last night we hunted a different section of this property and kind of had our hunt screwed up by an older guy that is a neighbor and a family friend. But right before he come through screwing it up, I saw a shooter chasing a shooter 8-point chasing a doe. So I think there's some hot does in here. There should be. It's November 8th. But hopefully we get some action this morning. This is where I had some action last Saturday. We saw a ton of deer. Got the same wind, and as long as the wind doesn't get too high up here on this point and it stays a little bit calm, I think we should see a lot of deer. So we're gonna get ready and see what happens. Pretty good morning so far. Seen 4 deer, 2 bucks and 2 does. The 1 buck I didn't get on film. It wasn't This little basket rack. That second buck was just on a mission cruising, and I think it was either a 2 or 3 year old, but he was all broken up. Big body, all jacked up on testosterone. But he was on a mission. That was about a half hour ago. It's a little calm. Every once in a while we get a breeze. I'm gonna wait for the next breeze and do a little calling sequence with the rattling antlers. But beautiful, beautiful morning today. So maybe we'll get into some more deer. Rattled him into the base of the tree. Alright guys, no more deer after that rattling sequence. I'm gonna go ahead and climb down. It's getting a little windy here, and I'm honestly thinking that we would have better luck in a different spot this evening with this wind here. I got a feeling they're gonna want to get out of it, and we're at the top of a ridge here, so it's 11:30 right now. I'm gonna get packed up and get out of this tree, go check a camera, and run to a different spot. But good hunt overall. Got to see some action. Oh, all right. Well, I look homeless with my hair and face paint and faded white shirt. But we just got out of the woods. Had a pretty good hunt. Just grabbed an SD card to check on the way when we get home, to kind of give me peace of mind to see where I'm hunting this evening. But got pretty windy there. It's 12:18 right now. We're gonna run home, grab some lunch, get some stuff in order to head up to camp this weekend with the family, and then we're gonna get back after it here probably around 2 or 3 o'clock. So yeah, overall good morning. Got to see some action, just not the deer we wanted, but hey, it's November. It can happen at any time, guys.